morning. Hi, everybody. It's Honeybee, Henderson. Wake Up Wednesdays on a Thursday. We just had a really incredible weekend last weekend with the Pulse, working on second chakra for the Wild Women's Weekend. And what I noticed for myself and for many of the others is that, usually when you have a big opening or a big expansive moment, comes slightly little contraction. And so I want to be an advocate for two reasons today. One is to take time to integrate. Take time to integrate life's moments, create space for yourself. I have been really reflecting on this idea of spaciousness. Space in between the breaths. In yoga, we call this pause kumbhaka, which is, for me, this spaciousness is where everything is birthed. This spaciousness is where we can choose our thoughts. This spaciousness is where we get to integrate new learnings deep in our body and deep in our bones. It's really exciting and fun to have big openings. And many of us are on that path of searching and seeking and wanting to find more connection to self, connection to the divine, connection to all of it. And what I've noticed for myself is the importance of taking space, giving myself space to integrate. The spaciousness can be when you're moving in life. And the invitation is to continue to slow down. A lot of people may think that I move pretty slow, but in the slowness, all of the information and the answers come. Hi, gorgeous. In the space is where everything intuitively is birthed out from inside. This place of spaciousness can really give way to a sense of calm, a sense of relaxing the nervous system. Because again, we remember that every problem comes in with a solution. They come together. But when we're busy and when we're trying to overthink things and trying to move from the headspace, it's hard for us to activate and acclimate to the wisdom and to the intuition that is connected intrinsically with the problem. So problem always comes 100% of the time with solution. But we need to create this inner spaciousness so that we can find the next step. And it's been so wild for me being back here in Los Angeles and being with the seekers, because the community that I'm a part of here is all really seeking for something more, seeking for deeper connection, seeking for a more solid relationship with the divine. And there are many ways to do this and many ceremonies and rituals that take place. And what I've noticed is that the integration piece is oftentimes not connected in as important as the openings. And these times of integration for me are the most important piece. So as you are moving into ceremony, whatever that looks like for you, take time after to really integrate the new learnings into your life, really to allow the cells to vibrate at a new level, for your consciousness to operate from a deeper place, a more intimate place of connection to self. So as I'm contemplating this morning, it's very important for us to give ourselves space. Create time for yourself. Create a morning practice that allows the body to intuitively move. Breathe. I'm also regulating myself these days. I can watch my breath get really deep. And there's a space, kumbhaka, and then we exhale. So I want to be an advocate this Thursday morning for Wake Up Wednesdays, whatever that means. Whatever time and space we are a part of. What it is to really allow yourself the spaciousness to connect to the wisdom within. So many of us are moving, and the energy of the collective is fast. So it's kind of it's just a new way of being. So create space in your day, create space in your togetherness, create space in your conversations. Watch how incessant the mind wants to share thoughts. Blah, 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 and take a breath. I invite you to only share what is necessary. If it's not necessary, if it's an old story of the past, drop it. Just exercise this practice. We are so full and so filled with unnecessary blah blah that we forget how magical and mystical the spaciousness is. We forget how much presence is available to us when we stop trying to think about what we're going to say next or how we're going to interact with this person and just be in presence. So no need to do, no need to push. This is a real opportunity to practice allowing. So let's close our eyes. Let's see where we go in the space together. We are offering a really beautiful retreat in October in Jordan called Space, the space in between. And this is an idea that is birthed as a solution for what I see as one of the main issues in the disconnect. So we're rebirthing ourselves into this spaciousness where everything is possible. Everything is possible. Let's close our eyes. And take a breath. Support your spine nice and tall. Drop the weight of your body down to the earth. Lift the crown of your head up to the heart of the sky. Expand the breath from the center out to the shoulders and beyond as you receive the inhale. And on the exhale, feel the strength of the spine lifting up and growing taller, creating more space in between the vertebrae. Connecting into the subtlety of the fluids that keep the spine supple, the synovial fluids. Bring your focus and your awareness into the center of your chest as you breathe in and expand the light out, creating space in between the cells. Creating space for new cells to be birthed. Healthy, whole, vibrant, new cells being birthed all the time. As a byproduct of your thoughts, create space. Create space in this moment with the breath in between the thoughts. Bring the breath into the body and hold the breath at the top, kumbhaka, and just sit full. Engage Mula Bandha, squeeze the root. And then exhale, imagine the breath leaving out through the crown of the head. Creating space. Hold the breath out of the body again. Notice what it feels like to be in the emptiness, in the space in between. Inhale. And as a practice and as a collective offering this morning, I want to invite each of you who are listening on the replay to offer your problems, whatever it is that's coming up for you right now, offer it at the altar of your own heart. Perhaps that looks like you carrying your suffering or your problem in your hands and laying it down, creating spaciousness for this suffering, for this problem to be held. Not trying to eradicate this or to let it go. Just be with, be in the space of the suffering. Bring breath to this offering. Bring breath to this offering to let it have more freedom, more movement, creating space in between. Asking as you make this offer for the solution to reveal itself, and then create space to listen, space in between the ears, space in between the thoughts, space in between the movements. Connecting yourself intimately to the divine source that runs through you, as you, with you in all ways. Create space to receive. Create space as you move on this earth, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Seeing yourself in your mind's eye with the solution at hand to whatever problem, whatever suffering that you are moving through, even if it's just to hug yourself or to give this part of you more attention, more love, more peace, more kindness. There is a solution intrinsically woven in with every problem. Breathe in. Breathe out. And offering hands to the prayer position as you bow in, giving peace and gratitude to every part of you that is holding on to the past and every part of you that is moving into the future. Come back to this present moment. Find the breath. Creating space for solutions, creating space for ideas, creating space for intimacy with self, with other, creating space as you bow in, honoring the wisdom that moves you, that drives you, that pulses through your veins, that creates new cells. Bowing into yourself and